When you think about people with disabilities, that's a challenge. And somebody who's helping make their dreams come true is Kimberly Rogers. She's on the board of directors of the Community for Permanent Supported Housing. Thank you for coming on the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thank you for having me. Yeah, you know, I'm thrilled to be able to talk today about Community for Permanent Supported Housing. Our main focus is helping those that still live at home with their parents with intellectual disabilities branch out and realize that they actually can have a more independent life in the community.
And you have a very personal reason. Will you share that story? And we've got some pictures.
I do. We talked a little bit about Hayden. So my son Hayden, one of the things that I share about him is that he is a stroke survivor. And it was 17 years ago that he actually had a stroke in utero. Who knew, right? Babies have strokes too. And he eventually was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, intellectual disabilities, and seizure disorder. And, you know, in those early years, you're always like, gosh, I just hope that he walks and he talks, and not always thinking about the future, you know, like work and college and homes. But, you know, he's an amazing kid. He's a hard worker. He's sweet. He's a comedian. But it is amazing right now. He plays percussion with the Grapevine High School Band. He is starting his first job next week at a music store, and he turns 18 this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you blink and it happens, right? And so naturally over the years, I did start thinking about his future, and I loved seeking out resources that would guide me to help him have the best life possible. And I one day received an email about learning more about housing for adults with disabilities in our community. And I said, why not? I'm going to go. Now, Hayden was only 9. So yeah, I was planning a little early, but I walked away from that realizing that the need is huge. The statistics are really grim and very compelling. And the 2 moms that started Community for Permanent Supported Housing made a huge impression on me. And I couldn't volunteer fast enough. We needed to make a difference.
Wow. There's a wonderful overview. Let's go ahead and roll that video now. Kimberly, that's amazing. Okay, if somebody's watching this right now and says this is the answer to prayers, what's the next step? What happens?
Well, certainly contacting CPSH is one of the first steps, but seeking out our website as a great resource, just like the video that you just watched. I love to sum up by saying that our focus is advocating, educating, and collaborating. And there cannot be enough advocacy down in Austin and locally as well when it comes to being aware of affordable housing that is needed for adults with disabilities. And when it comes to, the education, we offer a lot of workshops that are very unique and specific. A lot of parents don't always realize that they can move their intellectually disabled child out. There are resources for that, and we help you kind of come up with a plan and learn more about how to make that happen. Collaborating, we actually collaborate with a variety of other nonprofits and social and civic groups, and one group in particular is the DFW housing authorities, because there are vouchers that can be offered for adults with disabilities to not have to pay more than 30% of their income when it comes to their rent.
That's awesome.
So lots of good information on our website. Sign up for our newsletter, which also is sent out once a month, keeps you informed about what's coming up.
You bet. You mentioned workshops. We're going to put something up on the screen because I know you're kind of in the middle of a workshop series right now. Tell us about that.
So our project voucher services that we offer, workshops that we offer, basically, the vouchers are the kind of thing that not everybody's always aware of. And once we started collaborating with the housing authorities, we realized that this is an untapped resource. So we teach you what the vouchers are all about. We tell you how to do the application process and basically simplify it. And when we receive newsletters, we're going to make sure you're aware of the dates to sign up for those. So yeah, that's a wonderful series to be involved in. We have the workshops on project independence, creating neighborhood homes. Believe it or not, parents don't always realize if you own other property, we can actually work with you and teach you how to create that and turn it into a home for adults with disabilities and all the services that are needed.
That is so cool. And
Yeah.
we could go on for another hour, but we've only got about a minute
I
left.
know.
So
Oh my
I'll give you
gosh.
the final word. What would you like to say to the viewer?
Well, thank you, Jeff. I would love to share that an additional meeting that we have coming up that is a great introduction to CPSH is going to happen on June the 4th. Grab your lunch, join us for over Zoom, over the lunch hour, and there'll be more information on our website about that. But every kid, most families get to experience their adult kid moving out, and it's a really memorable milestone. And I don't think there's any reason why adults with intellectual disabilities can't enjoy that same milestone. And I love that for Hayden as well. And that's what we do.
What a blessing. You're going to have to come back really soon.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, we're going to end by putting up the website. It's txcpsh.org. And Kimberly Rogers, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. This was fun. Thank
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.